Hey guys, I've been talking about a little bit in one of my videos about how my computer's been lagging a bit, and so I needed to do some upgrades to it. I built this PC a couple of years ago, and I built it to be kind of a little bit of a future-proof PC. I went with a huge case with lots of ventilation. It's the Cooler Master Half X case. I can take you around real quick. It's about as big as you can get for less than a few $100s. It's got lots of fans. It's got a big fan right here, top, lots of mesh filters, easy to clean, easy to work in, huge motherboard space right there, huge space for your power supply on the bottom. I think it's got 9 PCI slots plus one more on the bottom. So I love this case, but when I built it, I put all my money into the horsepower. So I bought a 6-core AMD processor. It was an 1100T. I got some 8 gigs of Corsair DDR3 RAM, the Corsair Vengeance RAM, and I got an Asus Republic of Gamers FX motherboard. So everything basically for the engine of this computer could handle playing the games that I wanted to play, except for the video card, which I'll show you guys here in a minute. I'm sure you'll fall out of your chairs laughing when you see the video card that I had. But it was a carryover along with a few other things from my first PC build. This is my second PC build, and it is time to do some upgrades. A couple of days ago I went ahead and upgraded some of the hard drives. The original hard drive I had in it is right here. It was a Western Digital Caviar Blue drive. I know there's not much to look at in there, but it was a 250 gig and it only had about 16 megs of cache. It was not very good for doing video editing, and it was the only hard drive I had in there running as a system drive, running everything. And I caught a deal on some hard drives that I couldn't pass up, so I upgraded here to an OCZ ARC 100 120 gig solid state drive. Picked it up at Micro Center for I think about $60, plus it comes with a mail-in rebate, so it's ultimately only about $50 for 120 gigs of SSD. It's basically a declocked version of their high-performance SSDs, and proven to be all around a great drive. And that was the biggest single improvement. That was the biggest single bottleneck, was the hard drive in the system for me. I was trying to run, the operating system, the games, the capture software, and trying to capture all to the same drive, and it was just bottlenecking me hardcore. So I said, enough of this. It's been a couple of years. I built this to be future-proofed, so let's go ahead and do a solid-state drive update. And then here, I upgraded to a 1 terabyte Western Digital Blue drive, and these are also on sale right now for I think about $50. And the reason that I went with the blue drive is because this drive is actually faster right now than the Western Digital Caviar Black. I know anybody out there that knows anything about PCs says, oh, that's crazy, but it's actually true. Benchmarking, real world testing has shown that this drive is actually faster by a significant margin than the Western Digital Black drives. The reason is a physical reason. This uses one terabyte platter to read and write from, while it still has a 64 megs of cache, just like the black drives. So it's a very fast drive for read and write. The blacks actually use 2 800 gigabyte disks to read and write from. So in those kinds of applications, the ARM that is actually reading and writing from is having to switch between the disks, while this one actually reads from just one. So this is my system drive. I might end up getting another one of these just to read and write from for doing video editing. But anyway, so I've gone ahead and done that, and that seriously improved performance, but I am still having problems running certain games at any kind of significant settings at all, even like mid-level settings or low settings I'm having problems with. And the reason is because of this. My video card is really old. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out now and show you guys the video card that I've been using. This is a carryover from my first build. I didn't really care much when I was building this setup because I wanted everything up here to have it where it counts. I wanted the motherboard to be future-proofed, and I wanted to be able to update the processor, but I went ahead and got a good processor and fast RAM. But this thing is holding me back hardcore, so today we're getting rid of this. Undo the thumb screw here, and I'll show you guys what this is. Probably gonna bust out laughing. Do that. Pull this card out. So that's what I've been running. Yeah. This was a budget card when I bought it, and it's pretty much a joke to try and run anything with this today. So let me go get what I'm putting in here. This bad boy. Well, it's not really a bad boy. It's actually a budget video card. But it's a very good value for money video card. So I'm going to go ahead and open that. I'm going to throw this in. This is the MSI R7 Radeon overclocked edition. It's actually got one of the highest clock speeds of any video card. So there it is. It's not a whole lot to look at. It's got some nice big heat pipes on it, nice big fan. The clock speed on this is 1175 megahertz, which is one of the fastest drives in this. Well, it is the fastest drive in this price range right now, and it's pretty much the best bang for the buck that you can get for less than 150 bucks. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in. Undo this as well. Love the thumb screws all over this case. It makes it so easy to work on. Take the cover off. And slide that in. This is my biggest complaints about this power supply that I'm using is the cords are just not meant to be used in a case this big. Just don't quite reach everything. Snap that in. Put our thumb screws back in, tighten it down. It's a bit of a snug fit there. Come on, there we go. All right. There's your bridge port. I'm going to leave that cover on there. And that is pretty much it. Got this big ugly power supply cable in the way. But a power supply is a power supply and it works, so I ain't worrying about it right now. Plug in our auxiliary and we'll be good to go. So that is it, we are done. Should be good to go, and we'll be getting some more videos up here pretty soon. Hopefully by tonight or tomorrow I'll get some more gaming videos, and I will see you guys then.